Patriots and the Bills. Bill Belichick in his 13th season as head coach of the Patriots. This time last year, Doug Marrone was taking on Northwestern at Syracuse. Hopefully this day would go better for Doug Marrone. Will it? Let's see. Second quarter, Patriots ball leading 10-0. 1st and 5 on the Bills' 24. Stephen Ridley fumbles. The Bills recover it, return it all the way 74 yards for the touchdown. Denoris Searcy. Look at that Bills defense. And into the end zone. Buffalo cutting the Patriots' lead to 10-7. Watch it again. The ball clearly comes out of Ridley's hands. Stephen Ridley not touched. This is the bugaboo for him. Trouble holding onto the football. Touchdown confirmed, 10-7. Here's Tom Brady. What kind of day was it? He was under pressure most of it. Bills defense hurried, hit, sacked Brady, but he would hang tough because he's Tom Brady after all. Patriots ball leading 17-7, 2nd and 5, their own 31. Brady hits Zach Sudfeld in the hands, but he can't make the grab. It's picked off by Justin Rogers. Rogers, though, ruled down by contact. Bills take over on the Patriots 37. Brady says it never happened with Gronk. 2 plays later, 1st and 10 in the Patriots 18. E.J. Manuel slings it to Robert Woods. 18-yard touchdown. Manuel and Woods combined for their first NFL touchdowns. Bills cut the Pats' lead to 17-14 going into halftime. Third quarter, Bills driving, trailing 17-14. They're on the Pats' 18-yard line. Manuel looking for Stevie Johnson. Back in the end zone. Touchdown, Stevie. He says nobody in the Patriots can stop me. Maybe he's right. Bills take their first lead, 21-17. Some more words for the Patriots. Yeah, still can't stop me. Stevie keeps talking. Bill Belichick decides to go for it on 4th and goal early in the third. Tom Brady can't handle the snap. Ball is loose, recovered by Kiko Alonso. Returns it to his own 14. Bills avoid the touchdown, but they would have to punt. Pin the Patriots on their own 3, 4th quarter. Pats driving, still trailing 21-17. Brady scrambles out of the pocket. Pass is dropped by Kenbrell Tompkins in the back of the end zone. That could have been it for New England. Next play, 3rd and goal. Brady gets sacked by Kyle Williams. He loses 10 yards. Pats settle for a field goal. They trail 21-20. Ensuing Bills possession. 3rd and 2, their own 49. Wide open Stevie Johnson drops E.J. Manuel's pass. The only one who can stop Stevie Johnson is Stevie Johnson. Bills are forced to punt. 2 Pats possessions later, they're driving. Brady over the middle. Caught by Danny Amendola for a gain of 6 and a first down. Big conversion by Amendola, who was hurt and came back in this one to have a big day. 6 plays later, Brady looking to Amendola. Gets hit pretty hard, but comes down with the ball for a gain of 10 in the first down. Stephen Gostkowski getting ready on the sidelines. Going to come down to this. 4 plays later, Pat set up for a 35-yard field goal attempt. 9 seconds left. Doug Marrone pacing on the sideline. Gostkowski drills it down the middle. Pats win 23-21. Doug Marrone falls just short. At least I didn't lose like Syracuse did to Northwestern on Saturday. Brady squeaks one out.
Panthers and the Bills. E.J. Manuel, rookie, making his 2nd career start.
From the Harvard of the South. Oh, here we go again.
Started early. Cam Newton trying to get the Panthers going. They almost beat the Seahawks back in week 1. 2nd quarter, 3rd down and 10. Looking downfield, but you need more time. And Mario Williams drops him for a 7-yard loss.
Okay, is Mario going to make plays this year?
Yeah,
He's earned that check. Earn that $50 million.
Greg Olsen making a play there. And that's really Cam Newton just firing a strike. Newton 7 for 8, 71 yards on the drive. Into the 3rd quarter, Panthers leading 7-6. This is 3rd down and 7. We've seen this before. There's your guy again there, Darren. Mario Williams.
Yes.
4th sack.
Wow.
4. He finished with 4.5 sacks.
This defensive line of Buffalo, they can get after you. Led by Mario. If he's on, they can get after you.
Plenty of time here. Ripping one to Ted Ginn Jr.
Drive that sucker there. Yes.
Carolina on top 14-6. Next Buffalo drive. 1st down and 10 from their own 45. E.J. Manuel played pretty well today. Stevie Johnson, the catch and the run for 45.
That's a great play. I love that F post. The F will be the slot because you have a chance to crease that defense, a lot of times, you get one step on the defender.
Fred Jackson just across the stripe, 4-yard score.
Can't get rid of old man Fred.
No.
You can try, you just can't get rid of Fred.
2-point conversion made it 14-14. Manuel stripped by Quentin McKell. Dwan Edwards recovers.
Got to be able to hold on to the ball. You got to feel that pressure.
Quentin Michael with the strip there. Field goal made it 17-14. Into the fourth quarter, E.J. Manuel looking over the middle. Second-year player,
I like
Luke Kuechly with the pick.
Luke Kuechly.
Playing pretty well, I think.
Middle linebacker.
But the thing about it, I don't blame the quarterback too much. You got to fight for that ball when the quarterback puts it in there.
C.J. Spiller off and running now, 46 yards.
A guy that can take it the distance at any time. C.J. Spiller.
And I still don't think they get the ball to him enough.
I agree.
Dan Carpenter field goal made it 20-17. Last chance for the Bills, trailing 23-17. Manuel picked off by Colin Jones, but waits.
There's a little problem here.
Flag down. Luke Kuechly called for pass interference.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
On Stevie Johnson. Take a look here. Sees him crossing and eventually going to grab him.
You're right there. And EJ puts the ball right where it's supposed to go. Had to hit him right on stride.
Yeah.
Next play, 1st and 10, Manuel. Keeps it himself, scrambles for 9 yards down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, up until now, we haven't seen any highlights where these quarterbacks are using their feet. And both of these guys are very mobile.
6 seconds left is all. Manuel. Stevie Johnson.
Oh, nice little
How
pick.
open is he?
Nice little pick route.
You see that a lot in the red zone, that little corner route.
What about the top 2 quarterbacks taken in the draft? First-round pick, E.J. Manuel, taking on the second-round pick, Geno Smith, who I believe the Bills passed over. Was sitting in that draft room. Second quarter, Jets up by a point. Geno looking for Stephen Hill. Pretty pitch and catch.
I like that because not only was it an accurate throw, he took a hit right in the ribs, and he put down a dime.
Smith, 16 of 29, 331, and a couple of scores. On to the fourth quarter, Jets up 8. E.J. Manuel looking for Stevie Johnson. That's incomplete, but Kyle Wilson calls for illegal contact, so that's a first down. 2 plays later, Manuel. Yeah, we get it. Penalty. Looking for Johnson. 6 catches, 86 yards. That moves the chains. But we got a man down, and we got a personal foul on this. The Jets, 20 penalties in the game for 168 yards. 20? 3 plays later, 3rd and 7. Manuel Scott Chandler. Get in. No penalty there. Bills go for 2. They get it. We're tied at 20. Next Jets possession. 1st and 15 after the penalty. Smith to Santonio Holmes. What up, Holmes?
Great throw. Perfect throw. Great concentration.
Great coverage, by the way.
5 catches, 154 yards, and that touchdown. Jets back up 7, but here come the Bills. 2nd and 4, Manuel. Oh, he's dropped. 8th time on the day, Manuel was sacked. Now on 4th and 7, under 2 to go, looking for Robert Woods, the rookie. That does it. Geno Smith, Rex Ryan, and the combustible Jets are 2-1. Shush.
Ravens and the Bills. Hope you like Joe Flacco and you dislike running the football, because that's what the Ravens did on Sunday. Tough day for Flacco. That's an understatement. First quarter, Ravens ball trailing 3-zip, 3rd and 7. Flacco intercepted by Aaron Williams, is intended for Marlon Brown. Williams is all fired up. Flacco's long day just getting started. Don't dance and get tired. You got a lot of passes to intercept here. Ravens trailing 13-7, 1st and 20. Flacco passes tipped and intercepted by Jim Leonard. Watch the replay. He makes a Troy Polamalu over the line of scrimmage leaping play. Flacco upset with himself, although Flacco would have a few more bad passes he'd want back. How about E.J. Manuel? Up and down for the rookie. Bills leading 6-0, 2nd and 14, their own 45. Manuel sacked from behind by Chris Canty, who forces the fumble. Big guys fall on the football. Cordy Glenn can't fall on it. Brandon Williams in his NFL debut recovers the fumble. Manuel getting that pep talk. Got to hold on to the ball. Okay, great. Bills trailing 7-6. Manuel looking for Robert Woods. Boy, could he help USC right now. 42-yard touchdown. Great chemistry between the two rookies. Woods had 80 yards and a touchdown on the day. Bills leading 13-7 now, 3rd and 12 in the Ravens 30. Manuel hits Scott Chandler for a 14-yard gain and a first down. Manuel keeps the drive alive, threw for $167 and a touchdown on the day. Next play, 1st and 10 in the Ravens 16. There goes Fred Jackson. That is not C.J. Spiller. Jackson had 87 yards rushing and a touchdown, and look how that ball stays spinning. That's pretty impressive on field turf. I mean, I've tried it before. 3rd quarter, Ravens ball trailing 20-7. Flacco looking for Torrey Smith, who had a huge day. 26-yard touchdown. Despite the turnovers, the Ravens just trail by 6. Next Ravens possession, Flacco's found a new favorite receiver. It's Kiko Alonso, the rookie from Oregon for the Bills. His 4th interception of the game. 2nd career 4-interception game for Flacco. He had one in 2010 against Cincinnati. 4th quarter now, Ravens ball trailing 23-14, 1st and 10, their own 9. Flacco thinking, well, this worked in the divisional playoff game against the Broncos. I'll try it again. I'll throw it as high as I can. And Torrey Smith comes down with it for a 74-yard gain. Would lead to a Justin Tucker 35-yard field goal. 2 Ravens possessions later, they're trailing 23-20, under 2 minutes to go. Flacco, Torrey Smith, 21 yards and a first down. Smith, 166 yards and a score on the day. 2 plays later, $1:04 left. Flacco, his pass is tipped and intercepted again by Kiko Alonso. That's the 2nd diving interception by a Bill player. Look at Alonso make the grab, cradle it. Flacco, 5 picks on the day. Bills win it by the score of 23-20. The Ravens didn't run the football at all.
The team wore all brown for the first time in team history, but this is not what they expected out of Brian Hoyer, the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns on Jim Brown night. St. Ignatius High quarterback coming out, and just a couple of possessions in, he rolls out of the pocket, and then he slides and gets hit by Kiko Alonso as he goes down, and he goes down hard. They are hoping, with an MRI revealing what's going on inside his knee, they fear it could be a torn-up knee in there. For Brian Hoyer, he did not return it.
And that would be devastating for them. The way that he came in and kind of energized this team. Boy, just a bad case of getting hit at the wrong time.
Still, the team, the Browns down 10-0, were able to come back and tie it. And then Travis Benjamin with a huge return, 79 yards, splitting people, rolling away from people, cutting back, going in the end zone for the touchdown, and the Browns go up 17-10. But C.J. Spiller came out in the second half, ran one in from 56 yards out, and the Bills took the lead after C.J. Spiller did that. But before Spiller tied the game, as a matter of fact, E.J. Manuel doesn't get out of bounds quickly enough, and he gets hit by Deshaun Gibson. Look out, right on that right leg and knee, and he would not return to the game.
Yeah, boy, what a nasty hit right there. You tell young quarterbacks, when you get by the sideline, go out of bounds. Nothing good is going to happen for you.
We saw too many quarterbacks go in that room tonight. Fred Jackson gave the Bills the lead, and then Brandon Whedon with 2 long passes, one to Gibson and this one to Gordon, tied the game at 24. Brandon Whedon got his sea legs under him and was driving the Browns down the field for a field goal, and then with 2.5 to go on 3rd and 6, buying some time, flipping the ball towards Willis McGahee, and that left the door open for Jeff Toole, the undrafted rookie free agent quarterback who got picked off by T.J. Ward. 44 yards to the house for the game sealer. And the Cleveland Browns get a defensive touchdown, a special teams touchdown, and go on to win 37-24 to improve to 3-2 for the first time since 2001.
Bengals and the Bills, the game of the day. Andy Dalton and the Bengals 0-2 on the road. Look at Thad Lewis getting his first career start in his 2nd season for the Bills. First quarter, yeah, I'm going to call my own number, and it's Thad Lewis. 3-yard touchdown run, his first career rushing touchdown, and I'm going to go jump in the stands because that's what I've seen everybody else do. Ensuing Bengals possession, 1st and 10 at the Bills 18. Dalton looking for A.J. Green. Proof that A.J. Green is still in the league. There he is with a great catch. Bengals lead 10-7. It's over Leotis McKelvin. It's Leotis. He loves us. Yes, A.J. Green is back. First touchdown catch in his last 3 games. Second quarter now, same score. Bengals possession, 2nd and 9 from their own 15. Fifth play of the drive, Dalton, A.J. Green, and there he goes. 54 yards on the catch and run for Green down to the Bills' 31-yard line. 4 plays later, 1st and 10 at the Bills' 20. Dalton flips it to Giovanni Bernard, who does what Giovanni Bernard does. Here's a juke, and a stiff arm, and a touchdown. This kid is fun. Bengals lead 17-7. Bengals go 9-98 on the drive. Watch Bernard makes that great cut, not denied, on his way into the end zone. Holds onto the football, his 2nd touchdown catch this season. Bengals lead 17-10 at halftime. Third quarter now, same score. It's Thad Lewis. This time, hit by Carlos Dunlap and fumbles. Watch out, Thad. Protect that football, young man. Vontez Burflick recovers at the Bengals' 47, the Bills' 9th giveaway this season. Bengals trying to capitalize. 3rd and 8 at the Bills' 10. Dalton hits Marvin Jones for the 10-yard touchdown. Bengals lead 24-10. Who knew he could be a middle linebacker for the Jets and reinvent himself a decade later as a wide receiver? Dalton's 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Bengals lead it 24-10. Fourth quarter now. Bills still trailing 24-10. They're going for it. 4th and 8. Doug Marrone, another gamble. Thad Lewis, this one works out off his back foot. Scott Chandler wide open for the touchdown. It's 24-17. Thad Lewis's 2nd career touchdown pass and 1st this season. Same score, next Bills possession, $1:41 left to go. 2nd and 10 from their own 35. It's Lewis and Chandler over the middle for 25 yards, down to the Bengals' 40. Next play, 1:14 left. Is Thad Lewis really going to do this? Yes, he is. Marquise Goodwin, deep down the sideline. The touchdown ties the game at 24. The game would go to overtime. Bills possession after the Bengals punted, 3rd and 6 from their own 11. 3rd play of the drive, big play for the Bills. Want to get out of their own end zone here. Thad Lewis looking for Chris Hogan, and the pass is incomplete. The Bills would be forced to punt. Not where you want to punt from. Bills lining up. Here's Brian Moorman, and the punt is fielded at the 38-yard line. It is a 28-yard or 29-yard return by Tate. Down to the Bills' 33. They're already in field goal range. The one big play of overtime. Sometimes that's all you need. 4 plays later, Bengals lining up for the game winner. A 43-yarder from Mike Nugent. And here he goes, and it is right down the middle. Bengals win 27-24. Bengals' first road win of the season. Bills and the Dolphins. Doug Marrone saying, whew, I got out of Syracuse just in time. Joe Philbin and the Dolphins, 2nd in red zone offense. Dolphins opening drive, 3rd and 6 in their own 20. Ryan Tannehill picked off by undrafted rookie Nickel Roby out of USC. Does the flip into the end zone. The Bills came into the game tied for the NFL lead in picks. 2 Dolphins possessions later, 3rd and 5 at the Bills' 17. Ryan Tannehill looking for Brian Hartline, picked off by Aaron Williams in the end zone. That snapped a streak of scoring on 14 straight red zone possessions. Second quarter, Dolphins next possession. Bills still lead 14-zip. 2nd and goal on the Bills' 7. 6th play of the drive. You think Tannehill's looking for Mike Wallace? Right before the play, Mike Wallace raised his hand and said, hey, look over here, over here, over here. And Tannehill does look over there to Charles Clay, who goes in for the touchdown. 3rd touchdown of the year for Clay. Dolphins trail 14-7. 2 Bills possessions later, 2nd and 8 from their own 19. Thad Lewis looking for Steve Johnson. Instead, Chris Clemens picks it off at the 31. It's his first interception of the season. Dolphins now driving, trailing 17-7. 1st and 10 at the Bills' 13. Tannehill throws it short to Brandon Gibson, who leaps into the end zone and does a flip. Shades of Nat Moore in the helicopter against the Jets. Watch it again. He jumps from the 3-yard line. I mean, that's a long way to jump. You go look at 3 yards and see if you can jump 3 yards. Takes a hit, goes in. Dolphins trail 17-14 at the half. Jerome Simpson saying, I got to find a way to top that. 3rd quarter, Miami's opening possession, 3rd and goal. Tannehill rolls out. Gibson in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Dolphins now lead 21-17. This is a game that looks like it could be getting away from the Bills as the fans somehow get to Gibson. Lewis to Stevie Johnson, makes a great catch, roughing the passer, gets called on the play. I don't have a helmet on. You call that penalty. Watch it again. Jelani Jenkins hits him so hard, the hat pops off, but he is unfazed. That would lead to a Dan Carpenter field goal. Bills trailing 21-20. Fourth quarter, same score. Tannehill drops back, and he gets crunched by Mario Williams. That would lead to a punt. Dolphins first in the NFL in sacks given up going into the game. Next Dolphins possession, 2nd and 8 at the 50. 3 minutes left to go. Tannehill, again, sacked by Mario Williams. Fumbles recovered by Kyle Williams at the 34-yard line. Second sack of the day. Williams had 3 tackles, 2 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. So now the Bills trailing 21-20. Fred Jackson off tackle for the first down. Yards after contact, keeping the drive alive. First down at the Dolphins 18. 4 plays later. 4th and 5 to 13, 36 seconds left. Dan Carpenter comes in for the potential game winner, and he drills it, 23-21. Bills have the lead on the kickoff. Let's kick it short. Let's not do anything rash. Marcus Thigpen returns the short kick all the way to the Dolphins' 46-yard line. Gets tripped up just there by Carpenter, or could have been even more. Dolphins have 23 seconds left, not too far from field goal range. But the Dolphins drive stalls. Final play of the game. Tannehill's got to throw to the end zone. Escapes the sack. Gets a lot on this ball all the way to the end zone. And Charles Clay is the guy standing there. I don't know, he's the guy you want. And it's incomplete. The Bills hold on to win 23-21. Bills and the Saints. Saints have the 6th-ranked offense in the NFL. Former colleagues Sean Payton, Doug Marrone meeting at midfield. Doug Marrone says, you're going to take it easy on me here, right? Yeah, Sean Payton says, yeah, right. First quarter, no score. Thad Lewis keeps it on the read option. Takes a huge hit from David Hawthorne and fumbles. Recovered by Junior Gillette. Thad Lewis slow to get up. Saints take over at the 22. They would miss a Garrett Hartley field goal. So a couple Bills possessions later, no score. Lewis drops back. Hit by Cameron Jordan. Not Jordan Cameron. Cameron Jordan. Lewis fumbles on the pump fake. It's recovered by Jordan. Watch it again. Since the tuck rule was changed, the play would be ruled a fumble. So Saints ball at the 21-yard line. 3 plays later, Saints ball, 3rd and 4 at the Bills' 15. Drew Brees, welcome back Lance Moore for the 15-yard touchdown. And the I'm gonna dance like and it. Don't quite know what that is. Keeping his feet together, though. That's good movement. I like that movement. Saints lead 7-0. Second quarter, 2 Bills possessions later. 1st and 10, their own 28. Lewis over the middle to Stevie Johnson, who had a big day. The acrobatic catch. That first down would keep the drive alive. Same drive, 6 plays later. 3rd and 2 at the Saints' 13. Lewis looking for Johnson. Again, 13-yard touchdown. These two have pretty good chemistry together. Johnson, 4 receptions on the drive. Bills tie the game at 7. Saints ball now trailing 10-7. Breeze looking deep. Kenny Stills. And there he goes. Stills is gone. Nash will not catch him. Young will not catch him. Even Crosby won't catch him. Saints lead 14-10. 69-yard touchdown. Someone's going to write a song about that one day. Next Saints possession. 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 15. Breeze. Look at Jimmy Graham. What foot injury? Touchdown, Jimmy Graham. Breeze's 3rd touchdown of the day. Saints lead 21-10 at the half. 3rd quarter now, Saints' 2nd possession. Breeze looking for Jimmy Graham again. He's got him, and Jimmy Graham does what Jimmy Graham does best. Into the end zone for the 13-yard score. His 2nd touchdown of the day. Saints lead it 28-10. Bills trying to get back in it. 3rd and 9 at the Saints' 39-yard line. Lewis throwing deep for Marquise Goodwin. The leaping catch in the 26-yard gain. The Bills might not be finished yet. 4th quarter, same drive, 5 plays later. How about Fred Jackson? C.J. Spiller inactive for the day. This means it's Fred Jackson's backfield, and this means Fred Jackson gets in the end zone. He had 45 yards in the score on the day. It's a 28-17 Saints lead. Next Bills possession, trying to claw back in. 3rd and 7 at the Bills' 33. Goodwin's pass for Goodwin. This one's picked off by Keenan Lewis. Pretty easy throw. Saints ball at midfield. Lewis went for 234 but had 3 turnovers on the day. So now here are the Saints trying to salt it away. 3rd and 20 at the Bills' 42. Breeze drops back again. Can't throw it to Crosby, can't throw it to Nash, can't throw it to Young. This means it's Stills. Touchdown, Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown of the day. A huge game for the brand new Saints weapon. Breeze, 318 yards and 5 touchdowns. Saints win it, 35-17.
That'd be the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hell to the Chiefs.
Well done over there. Andy Reid and the team on the road facing a rookie quarterback, Jeff Toole. Toole's throwing it to Marquise Goodwin.
Okay, if they don't know that this guy ran track at the University of Texas.
Olympian.
Yes.
Right. And you're just going to sit there like
New 88 did the play with that new 88.
You sit on it like you running an in cut. Okay.
Right.
No 88 over there.
And then it's Jeff Toole to Sean Smith.
When you see that ball in one hand with your defensive back, he knows what he's doing. Now, come on, make me proud.
He's making you proud.
Now, right there. How you going to try to tackle the man in the end zone?
Interception of the season.
That should be a fine.
Worst overhand interception. Brandon Whedon had a couple underhand.
You might be right about that.
Okay, but I'll give you the overhand. That's a hundy on the return. Now it's 13-13. TJ Graham. Oh, it looks so good when it started. Tamba Ali.
You know, bad teams, they do bad things.
That's who they are.
To lose games.
Yeah, and
That's
the
why
Chiefs
they
are
bad.
doing a lot to win games. They're 9-0 with the 10-point win heading into the bye week.
Bills Steelers, E.J. Manuel back after injuring his LCL in Week 5. Meanwhile, Ben Roethlisberger has asked the Steelers to explore a trade, according to our own Ian Rappaport. Although he did play for the Steelers today. Opening Steelers possession, Roethlisberger intercepted by Jarius Byrd, who returns at 57 yards. Maybe Roethlisberger thought he was actually got traded playing for the Bills. I'm going to throw to a guy on my new team. Would lead to a 20-yard Dan Carpenter field goal. Bills have the lead by the score of 3-0. Second quarter, Steelers ball. The game is tied 3-3. 2nd and 8 from the Steelers 16. Roethlisberger, the shovel pass to Le'Veon Bell. There he goes for 34 yards. Good-looking rookie has injected life into the Steelers offense. 1st and 10 from the 50. 6 plays later, 3rd and 4 from the Bills 29. Roethlisberger deep to Antonio Brown. He had a big game. 24 yards downfield. 1st and goal from the Bills 5. Next play, it's Roethlisberger looking in the corner for Jericho Cotchery. The 5-yard touchdown gives the Steelers a 10-3 lead. Jericho Cotchery and I have the same account. I'm not lying to you, we do. Same account. Third quarter, Steelers ball still leading 10-3. 4th and 3 from the Bills 11. But Marcel Darius called for encroachment. That would give the Steelers a 1st and goal from the 6, and they make them pay. 2 plays later, it's 2nd and goal from the 4, and here's Le'Veon Bell hidden. But trust me, he goes into the end zone, gets the touchdown from 4 yards out. Steelers pad the lead to 17-3. How about E.J. Manuel? How was his rough day back? 4th quarter, same score, Bills ball. 1st and 10 from their own 22, looking for Marquise Goodwin. Instead, picked off by Ryan Clark, who returns it for 37 yards. This would lead to a 37-yard Sean Swisham field goal. Steelers lead by the score of 20-3. Next Bills possession, 3rd and 17 from their own 33. 3rd play of the drive. Manuel sacked by Cameron Hayward. He finished with 155 yards passing, a touchdown and a pick. Steelers win it, 23-10. Jets and the Bills, E.J. Manuel, and the Bills looking to avoid a 4-game losing streak. Rex Ryan thinking, hey, well, if the bye week came, that was our down week, we're going to have a great game this week. Yeah, not so much. 1st quarter, Jets ball. Geno Smith over the middle to Greg Salas for a 7-yard gain, but Smith gets crunched on the play. Watch again. Marcel Darius beats Austin Howard, gets him right in the midsection. Smith would come out for a play, then he would return to the game. Although as the game went for Geno Smith, he should have stayed out. 2nd quarter, Bills lead 3-0. Jets new safety Ed Reed getting the start. Coming off the edge on the blitz. Manuel decides to go deep to T.J. Graham. They connect for a 34-yard touchdown. D. Milliner loses track of the football. Rex Ryan, not a happy man. Bills lead 10-0. Ensuing Jets possession, 2nd and 10 at their own 22nd play of the drive. Smith drops back to pass, but he gets sacked, fumbles. Manny Lawson recovers for the Bills at the Jets 4. Smith was sacked 4 times in the game. Bills would score on a Frank Summers 3-yard touchdown run. Bills lead 17-0. Next Jets possession. Smith looking for Jeff Cumberland. Instead, finds Jarius Byrd. He returns it 21 yards to the Jets' 5, but it would be placed back at the 27 due to a penalty on the return. Bills would hit a field goal to lead 20-10 going into the half. Third quarter, Bills possession, they lead 20-7. Manuel going down the sideline. Well, it worked so well, TJ Graham, D. Milliner. Let's try it again. 40-yard gain. Jets would challenge the catch. Take another look. Things just didn't go the Jets' way today. Graham gets both feet down. The security guard on the field knows it's a catch. He knows. Hey, he's got it. All right, wait, come on. We don't need to look at this anymore. Come on, everybody, back to your seats. Back to your seats. Very nice, very nice. So it is confirmed. We don't need officials. We'll just have security guys make calls. Next play, E.J. Manuel again. This time to Marquise Goodwin, who torches Antonio Cromartie. Manuel 20 out of 28, 245, and 2 touchdowns, and the celebration pose. Yes, I did it. Bills lead 27-7. 2 Jets possessions later. My goodness, Geno Smith. Denoris Searcy takes it back 32 yards for a touchdown. Geno Smith, 8 out of 23 for 103 yards, 3 picks, and a fumble lost. Bills win 37-14. Jets have not won 2 straight games this season, but the good news is for the Jets, well, they should play well and win next week.
We're still early in the fourth and a first down at the 36. And here is Spiller. Spiller with a first down. Look at those moves. Spiller has Woods in front of him, and he goes in for the touchdown. It's the setback. They give it to Jackson, and Jackson gets over for the touchdown. So Harry Douglas involved with an offensive. Ryan's pass, and it's caught by Harry Douglas. Harry Douglas gets to the 22. Made the catch, Atlanta. And the kick is good, and the Falcons have won in overtime. Falcons win in overtime, 34-31, ending a 5-game losing streak.
Bills and the Bucks. Buffalo's lost 4 out of 5, still alive in the wild card hunt. E.J. Manuel saying, yeah, it's Florida State in the national championship game. First quarter, Bucks opening possession. Mike Glennon hands the ball to Bobby Rainey, and there goes Bobby Rainey. 80 yards later, you think he's in the clear. Oh, hang on a second. There's one guy left to juke. I'll just get around him. The longest rushing touchdown in Bucks history, Rainey went for 127 and a touchdown on the day. 7-0 Bucks, 2 Bucks possessions later. Glennon looks for Vincent Jackson. Jackson makes the leaping grab for 22 yards. 3 plays later, it's 3rd and 14 from the Bills' 38. Glennon avoids the rush. He throws a Peyton Manning pass. That means it's deep and it's wobbly. But Vincent Jackson comes down with it for the 38-yard touchdown. Watch it again. Glennon escapes the rush. Vincent Jackson, even though he's being held on the play, still comes down with the ball. Touchdown, Bucks. Second quarter, Bills ball. 2nd and 3 in their own 44. E.J. Manuel looking for Stevie Johnson over the middle. Tipped off of Johnson's hands, intercepted by Levante David. David returns it 25 yards, his 4th interception in 2013. Next Bills possession, 2nd and 6 in their own 43. E.J. Manuel picked off by cornerback Jonathan Banks. Banks has an 18-yard return. E.J. Manuel 2 picks in the first half, and right now Bills fans are saying, Jameis Winston wouldn't have done that. So the next time the Bills get the ball, E.J. Manuel, at least this isn't going to be a pick. Instead, it's a sack by Darrelle Revis. It's Revis' first sack with the Bucks. He's got 2 picks this year. But his first sack, 2 Bucks possessions later. 20 seconds left in the half. Glennon, back of the end zone, Timothy Wright, who's come on as a big playmaker for Tampa Bay. Glennon threw for just 90 yards, but he had 2 touchdowns and a pick in the first half. Third quarter, Bills now trailing 24-6. 2nd and 10 on the Bucks' 31-yard line. This is to get back in it. Manuel looks for Stevie Johnson instead. Intercepted by Mason Foster. 3rd pick of the game for Manuel. Bills get the ball back. 1st and 20 from their own 36. This time E.J. Manuel says, Stevie Johnson's not working out so well. I'm going to go for Robert Woods. Woods hit as soon as the ball gets there. It's tipped. Caught by Levante David. He returns at 32 yards. For David, his second interception in the game. A long day for E.J. Manuel. 184 yards passing, 4 interceptions, and he was sacked 7 times. Buccaneers win it by the final of 27-6. Tampa Bay has now won 3 out of their last 4. Bills and the Jaguars, E.J. Manuel, 4 picks, no touchdowns last week. Let's see if he can reverse that this week. Maurice Jones-Drew did not play due to a hamstring injury. Jags looking for their first 4-game win streak since 2007. Second quarter, Chad Henne to Ace Sanders. Cecil Shorts also did not play. Sanders, their best receiver, 12-yard touchdown, the first career score for Sanders. 2 Bills possessions later, E.J. Manuel, play action to Robert Woods, who makes a diving catch for a 20-yard gain. 7 plays later, second and goal from the Jags 7. Manuel to rookie Robert Woods into the end zone, 7 yards out. Game is tied at 10. Robert Woods, 5 for 82 and a touchdown. Next Bills possession, 2nd and 6 from the Jags 8. 8th play of the drive. Manuel can't find anyone open, takes it himself. It's an 8-yard touchdown. Bills lead 17-10. Manuel's second rushing touchdown this season. Third quarter, Jags ball, still trailing 20-10. 1st and 10 from the Bills 25. There goes Denard Robinson. Oh, but he fumbles at the 1. Aaron Williams forcing the fumble. The play is ruled a touchback. You can't get any closer to the end zone and fumble than Denard Robinson. Look at this. Just flies in and dislodges the football. Williams also had an interception earlier. Robinson not happy with himself as he misses out on his first career touchdown. 2 Bills possessions later, Manuel looking for an open receiver, is sacked, he fumbles. Senderick Marks recovers. Manuel sacked 4 times in the game. C.J. Spiller says, hey, don't worry, people are blaming me all season long. They can blame you for a couple minutes. Fourth quarter, Jags ball trailing 20-13, 3rd and 12. Henne finds MJD's backup Jordan Todman for a 30-yard gain. He had a huge day. 109 yards rushing, 44 receiving. 2 plays later, 2nd and 9 from the Bills' 13-yard line. Henne to Mercedes Lewis, and Lewis gets in for the score. His 3rd straight game with a receiving touchdown. Game is tied at 20. So now it's the Bills. Ensuing possession. 2nd and goal from the Jags 1. Manuel to Frank Summers, who gets in the end zone. Bills lead 27-20. Manuel, 193 and 2 touchdowns. So now it's Jacksonville trying desperately to keep this streak alive. Down 27-20. Henne finds Clay Harbor for a 16-yard completion. 3 plays later, it's 3rd and goal from the Bills 5. You're thinking overtime, you're thinking this could really happen. Henne looking for Jordan Todman. It's picked off by Stephon Gilmore on 3rd and goal. Bills win it 27-20. Henne, 237, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That Jaguars 4-game win streak will have to wait at least 1 more season. But look how happy E.J. Manuel is. Miami and Buffalo, Joe Philbin and the Dolphins, everything to play for at 8-6. How would Ryan Tannehill fare on Sunday? Well, he's been sacked a league-high 51 times coming into Sunday's game. That would continue. Sacked on 3rd and 5, sacked on 3rd and 13, sacked on 3rd and 2 by Mario Williams. Next Dolphins possession, sacked on 3rd and 8. Tannehill sacked 4 times in the first half. Not his finest hour. Second quarter, Bills ball. They lead 3-zip. 1st and goal from the Dolphins 9. And if they're in the red zone, it must be Fred Jackson. Touchdown, Fred Jackson. Bills extend their lead to 10-0. Jackson had a huge day. Spin that ball. Third quarter now, same score. Watch what happens here. Robert Woods blocks Rashad Jones on this play right here. Situation escalates. Woods would throw a punch. Right, boom. Why you would punch a guy wearing a helmet, I have no idea, but Woods does, and he is ejected from the game. See, Des, that's when you leave a game, when you get thrown out and you can't come back on the field. See, Des Bryant learns lessons even when it's not his highlight. Fourth quarter, Dolphins ball. They trail 13-0. Tannehill sacked by Kyle Williams for a loss of 4 yards. He would be injured on the play. Watch it again. His right leg gets caught underneath the body of Kyle Williams, so Matt Moore would come in for the Dolphins. 2 plays later, it's 3rd and 18 from their own 4. Moore looking for Brian Hartline. And Hartline comes down with it for a 50-yard gain. Could the Dolphins get back in this with Matt Moore? They hurry up to the line. Next play, 1st and 10. Matt Moore looking for Charles Clay. Things are happening. Oh. Jim Leonard picks it off, 17-yard return. Fred Jackson, 111 yards rushing on 19 carries. The Bills kick a bunch of field goals and win it 19-0.
Well, for New England, 5 straight division titles. They've won it 10 of the last 11 years in the AFC East end, and this year they've done it with smoke and mirrors. But once again, it's that head coach quarterback dynamic leading the way.
2nd and 5. No use making any changes. Give it to Blunt. Now it's a foot race. Blunt all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. In terms of touchdown percentage, Jacksonville is dead last. 2nd and 7. Lewis. Looking downfield, Lewis, wide open, touchdown, T.J. Graham. And the Bills cut into the New England lead late in the 3rd quarter. 1st and goal for the Patriots. Brady throws, touchdown, Shane Vereen. 6 penalties costing the Bills 54 yards. 1st and goal. The cut by Jackson. Jackson, the acceleration, the balance, and the touchdown. 1st down for New England. Blunt. Still going down the sideline. A dive for the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. The dagger. New England takes care of business as they knock off Buffalo 34-20 in the regular season finale.